Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing the TBR card is back. But today I'm going to be doing my December wrap-up. And I'm going to be doing a new and improved TBR thing. This has been done before, but not on my channel. And I wasn't going to start it for January, but then I was like, I'm bored with how I set up my TBRs. So we're doing it the new way, and I'm very excited. But first we're going to talk about all the books that I read in December. So, first up on the list is Keeper of Velocity's Exile. This is the second book. How dare I? Okay, anyways, this is book 2 in the Keeper of Velocity's video series. Book 2 in the Keeper of Velocity's series. I did annotate it with tabs that match the cover. You know, we gotta be matchy-matchy. I did, vlog me reading this, but it isn't up yet because I gotta read book 3, and then the whole thing will go up. But I gave this 4.5 stars. It wasn't as spectacular as the first one. The beginning was really boring, and I don't know, I just wasn't really, it wasn't a 5-star read. I guess that's the best way to explain it. But I still really enjoyed it. I'm obsessed with this world. I'm obsessed with these characters. Keith Simpson supremacy, as always. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. It's the second book in the series, so I can't really say much about it, but yeah, this was a really good book. So, I am ready for book 3. Though I am kind of nervous for book 3 because things happen. Then I read To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo. I gave this 3.5 stars. This is a Siren retelling. Rachel Catherine read this and she really liked it. And so I was like, we're gonna read it because she loves it. But it was good. It was just not really my thing, I think. I feel like I was expecting more romance than there was, and I don't know, I just wasn't really in it. Like, this book took me a week to read. And it's very slow in the beginning, and it's painstakingly slow, and it's just like, can we speed this process up? And then the last 100 pages, it's just like bam, 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 and you're like, what is going on right now? But it is a Little Mermaid retelling, so it definitely does give the Little Mermaid, but it's a siren instead of a mermaid. She's a siren instead of a mermaid, and she likes to kill humans instead of, saving them. So there's also that. But yeah, no, it was still really good. I just don't think I was as in it as I was hoping to be. Also, the inside is really cool because it's just black, and I've never seen this before, and I thought that was really cool. So I thought I should share it. I've never just seen the black on the the inside cover. Then I read Little White Lies by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This was in my Instagram chooses my reads for a week reading vlog. I don't even remember what I gave this. I gave it 5 stars. Hold on. Okay, I gave it 4.5 stars. It was very good. Jennifer Lynn Barnes really knows how to write, mysteries, the details. It's incredible. It's amazing. And I'm already reading the second one right now. And I'm going to try to see if I can fit it in today. It is the 31st of December, so we'll see if I can finish it by midnight or not. But, I don't know. I'm trying to squeeze one more read in. But yeah, no. This is a really good duology. I'm enjoying Deadly Little Scandals so far. I don't know if I'll finish it by the time that I edit this video and get it uploaded and stuff. But if I do finish it before then, I will put my reading for Deadly Little Scandals up. Also, the cover's changed. I bought this in either late November, early December, and then I bought this a couple days ago, And the covers, they're not, like, wildly different, but, like, her name is on the bottom for this one. Her name is on the top. The font of her name is different. It says her full name instead of just Barnes on the second one. Like, I don't know what's going on, but they changed it, and I'm not very happy about it. So yeah, no, this was a very good read, and I really am enjoying this duology and this world. It's just amazing. I don't know. It's really good. A lot of people are talking about the Natural series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes right now, but we need to start talking about the Debutantes duology. Then I read ACOTAR, or A Court of Thorns and Roses, by Sarah J. Maas, and I gave it 4.5 stars. It wasn't as good as I was expecting, but people are saying that this one is not as good as the rest of the series. So I did get A Court of Mist and Fury, and we're going to try and continue, because you guys told me to try and read the next one and see what I think, because it's apparently better than this one, and I really hope it is. But, it was good. I liked the world. I was just so bored until the end. So, yeah, that's all I really have to say about this one. It was kind of disappointing for me, because I had, like, such high hopes going into this, and I was, like, really excited to read it, and I was like, this is about to be just amazing, because nobody shuts up about this series. But I was a little disappointed, so it was still good. I was just like, this is not what I was expecting. I was expecting, like, a 6-star read. But we're going to try with The Court of Mist and Fury, and we'll see what happens there. So, then I read The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I gave this 4 stars. This book, not a lot happens till, like, towards the end. Like, things will happen here and there, but it's not, like, too much. But I was, like, so into this story from the very beginning. Like, I loved it. It was really good. I never got bored reading this book. And so I am very excited for The Wicked King, because I love this world. I love this world. I don't really know what to say. Then I read my first, like, real Marvel comic. That's not, like, a tiny little thing that's, like, 5 pages long. I read The Invincible Iron Man. This is issue 9, volume 5. And, yes, I did read them out of order. But I got this at Disneyland. Like, I was just, like, they had Marvel comics in one of the shops. And I was like, I'm gonna get a comic. This was the only Iron Man one that they had. They had, like, 3 The Amazing Spider-Man ones. But I really wanted the Iron Man one. So I got the Iron Man one. It was good. I did not rate it because it's 10 pages long. And I'm not putting a star rating on the masterpiece that is Marvel. I also just don't think I'm going to rate comics, to be quite honest with you. Because that's not really my world. I don't really have, like, a teaching thing, you know? But it was really good, and I enjoyed it. Don't really know what's going on with, like, some of the characters that were in this book. I'm like, I know this world is ginormous, and it's even bigger in the comics, but, like, I feel like this is not canon, no matter what it is in. So, I don't really know. I should probably start from volume 1, issue 1. So that will be a goal that we work on, but that's what I got right now, so. Alright. Things just fell. So many things just fell. Then I read A Study in Drowning by Ava Reed. I buddy read this with one of my friends, and it was very good. We both enjoyed it. We both liked it. I gave it 4.5 stars. I don't think she rated it. I don't think she does. I think I'm just crazy. But I gave it 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed it. You don't hear a lot about this book, I feel like. But it's really good, and I would recommend it. In some parts, I'm like, why was that necessary? But it was still really good, and I really enjoyed it. And I think I'm going to pick up her next book that she's been teasing. So yeah. I think I'm going to pick up her next book. But this was very good, and I highly recommend it. And I love this cover. And you think the title means one thing, but it really does not. It means a completely different thing. So just be prepared for that, I guess. I don't know. You think it means one thing, and then it's a whole other thing. I just hit myself in the face. Then I read Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. I gave this book 4 stars. It was very good. As you can tell, I read a lot of fantasy this month. And I can't believe I'm actually about to admit to this, but I think I'm in a fantasy slump. Because I was really enjoying this book, but, like, I just never wanted to pick it up and actually read it. Like, I had to force myself to pick it up and read it and not get distracted on my phone when I was turning on the playlist for this book. Which happens sometimes, but it doesn't happen every time I go to pick up the book. So, I think I'm in a fantasy slump, and I might have to take a break from fantasy for a while. That's really gonna hurt me, because I love fantasy so much. Like, it pains me to admit these words, that I am in a fantasy slump. I don't want to be, but for some reason I am. I think I just read too much this month. I don't really know. But this is very good, and after that cliffhanger, I am very excited for the last book. This is a duology. These covers are just, I love these covers. They're so pretty. And then the red one, let me show you. Look at that. Adorable. Just beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. Can you not, please? Can you just do your job? Thank you. Thank you. So yeah. Then the last book I read on my Kindle. Because I have a Kindle now. I got it for Christmas, and I am very happy about that. But I read Flawless by Elsie Silver. I gave it 5 stars. I am obsessed. I'm obsessed. Apparently, I'm a yeehaw romance girly now. I really didn't think... It's funny, because, like, a couple months ago, my dad asked me if I was reading any, like, country books, and I was like, no, I don't think I'll ever read any of that. And then I get a Kindle, and I see that I can get Flawless on free on, like, Prime on my Kindle, and I'm like, we're just gonna try it. Everybody loves it. I'm getting kind of bored with the books that I'm reading right now. I was reading Dance of Thieves. So we're just gonna try it. And I literally, like, I constantly wanted to be reading it. So, yeah, I can't get Heartless on my Kindle for free, but I can get Powerless for some reason, which I'm not complaining, because that's 2 free books. I just have to buy the physical copies, but that'll happen at a later date. And they didn't have it at Barnes & Noble, so I'm waiting for them to call me, and it's taking so long. Like, I don't know if they're closed today. I don't know what's going on. I, like, ordered it there on Wednesday, and I am not so patiently waiting. I'm trying really hard, but I'm like, can you please just call me? Like, please just let me know the book's here, please. Those are all of the books that I read in December, and I think I had a really good reading month. I read 9 books. 9 books. 9. And I'm trying to fit in a 10th one. So, this was a really good reading month. I had a lot of good reads. I started a lot of series. I'm finishing a series that I started this month. So yeah, this was a really good reading month for me. And now, we get to the fun part. Now you might be asking, what would the fun part be? The fun part would be that hold on, I need to clean this up because it's going to bother me if I don't. You might have seen Who Has Done It. I think Destiny's done it. Rachel Catherine started this, and that is the TBR jar. Okay, so I have prompts in here. Stuff that's like, pick a fantasy book, a book with 3 words in the title, a book with people on it, a book with an animal on it, a book with a blue cover. Things like that, okay? This thing is packed full of just TBR prompts, and I'm going to pick 6 books from my TBR cart, and those are going to be that's going to be my January TBR, whatever 6 books I pick, whatever 6 prompts are pulled from the jar. So, and And yes, there are books on the lower shelf, but you know what? They fit up here. I just moved them down here so that I could see all of the books that I have on my TBR without having to move the cart around and stuff and just deal with all of that. So, we just have so many things. We have A Quarter Mist and Fury, The Wicked King, the first book in the Percy Jackson series, which I did buy. I bought the pretty covers, not the weird ones that I don't really like with like actual humans on the cover. Vow of Thieves, The Brothers Hawthorne, which I did buy because there was a 33% off sale, and The Brothers Hawthorne is a spin-off series from the Inheritance Games. It's not actually in the Inheritance Games series, so they can be hardcovers. Then we have 3 giant Marvel comic things that I got for Christmas that I love. We have the Avengers, Captain America, and then the Amazing Spider-Man. I don't know if it's all of the Volume 1 or if it's like Volume 1 and Volume 2. I don't really remember. It's a bunch of Marvel comics for Captain America, Spider-Man, and then the Avengers. And then we have just every other book that I've ever had for the last 6 months on my cart. So yeah, I really want to read The Assassin's Blade. I really want to read The Difference. I really want to read The Wicked King. There's just literally this whole shelf I really want to read. And then, like, I'm kind of in the mood for Down Comes the Night. I really want to read Cress, because it's a Rapunzel retelling. I really want to read The Assassin's Blade. I really want to, like, so, like, that's why I switched up, because there's so many books that I want to read, and it's like, I can't pick 6. Like, I won't be able to pick. And I didn't get 2 of the books on my January TBR that I originally had planned. We're at a bit of a loss here, so I was like, let's just do it this way, and it'll be better. So, let's pick the first one, okay? Let's see what we're gonna get. I'm gonna just get right down in there and pick one. Okay. A book at the bottom of your TBR. Alright? A book at the bottom of my TBR is probably the Rangers Apprentice, the Royal Rangers, the 4th book, which is The Missing Prince. I haven't really been in, like, it's really just at the bottom of my physical TBR. So, I think I'm going to choose this one, because I don't really have literally everything else I want to read. Or I could do the Atlas 6. I could do the first book in this series, because I got it on my Kindle, because I figured out that this is a series, and you actually have to read them in order. So I could do the first book in this series, because I have it on my Kindle. I could do A Whole New World, which is a Aladdin retelling. I could do Exteriors, but I think I want to do The Ranger's Apprentice, because I bought the 5th book too. So I think I want to do The Ranger's Apprentice, The Missing Prince, the book with a degree angle in it that is not 180. So there we go. First book on the TBR. I kind of want to, like, no, we're just going to stack them right there. Okay, first book. We need 5 more. Alright, so let's see what we got here. A book with 1 word in the title. I'm getting the difficult ones for me. Okay, 1 word in the title. There's Cress. And that is it. So it's, oh, well, there's also Exteriors. But I think I want to do Cress. So, this is the 2nd book. So we have our 2nd book for the January TBR. Alright, let's see what the next one is. Give me, like, an easy one, please. A fantasy book. I love how I said I was on in the fantasy slump, and then chose, well, technically Crest is sci-fi, but then I chose a fantasy book, and now I have to choose another. Okay. We could do A Quarter Mist and Fury. We could do The Wicked King. We could do The Lightning Thief. We could do Vow of Thieves. We could do The Assassin's Blade. We could do Down Comes the Night. I think we're gonna do The Wicked King. Because I'm really excited for this. Or Vow of Thieves, though. Like, no, I think we're gonna do The Wicked King. So this is book number 3. I'm shaking this up because I don't like my luck right now. Okay. We're just gonna choose the one at the top. A book with a 4.0 average Goodreads rating. The hard one. The hardest one. That I actually have to look up. So I will be back after I look this up, because this is gonna be so hard. I've picked a couple books that have a 4.0 average Goodreads rating or higher. They're all higher than that. But we have The Brothers Hawthorne. We have The Difference. We have The Lightning Thief. See, these are the pretty covers that I was telling you about. And then the spines match when you line them up. We have A Quarter Mist and Fury, and then we have Vow of Thieves. To be quite honest with you, I don't think adding another fantasy onto this stack is going to be very useful for me. Because like I said, I am in a slump. I'm just difficult and want to read fantasy despite being in a slump. So we're going to pick between The Difference and The Brothers Hawthorne. Because if I pick another, I want to pick another fantasy. But I'm in a fantasy slump, so it's like you can't pick another fantasy right now. You're not going to read it. So I think I'm going to do The Difference, because I really wanted to read this in December, but I did not get a chance to get to it because Flawless came along, and now I'm obsessed with the Chestnut Springs series. So, there is the 4th book on our TBR for the month of January. Alright. I'm glad the Goodreads rating one is actually out of the pile, because now I don't have to worry about it anymore. Alright, this is number 5, I think. A book you meant to read last year, so 2023, but didn't. What is a book I meant to read last year but didn't? I meant to read The Atlas 6, The Assassin's Blade, Ninth House. Which are all fantasy. They're all fantasy. Okay, let's do The Assassin's Blade. Because I really want to start this series. I wanted to start it in December, and I didn't. And I don't know why. But I don't know what's been wrong with me. So, that is, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. One more. I'm not picking that one. It's huge. Okay. A standalone. Okay. We can do Down Comes the Night. We can do The Do-Over. Technically, the Brothers Hawthorne is not a standalone. So we could do Exteriors. We could do Down Comes the Night. We could do The Do-Over. I think I want to save The Do-Over for summer. So we're gonna do Down Comes the Night, because I've kind of been in the mood for this one. So that is number 6. I think I'm going to pick a 7th one just for fun, because this has been so difficult, and there's one book on here that's not fantasy, so I need another one. A book with a number in the title. Okay, Ninth House is fantasy. That is my only option. 101 Things I Learned in Architecture School. I could read that, could put that on the TBR. Okay, so there's 2 options. We should probably be smart and put 101 Things I Learned in Architecture School on the TBR. Well, I don't know. What should I do? The Atlas 6 has a number in the title. We're doing the Atlas 6. Okay, there we go. That solved all my problems. I can't believe I didn't realize that. Also, still a fantasy. So, we're going to use this bottom shelf for my TBR for now until I start, like, my top 10 reads thing. Alright, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a lot of fun doing the new TBR jar thing. So comment down below what books you guys want to read in January, and make sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload, which is on Mondays. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!